Todd Wente here with Path to Progress for January 15th, 2025. Hard to believe that we are already halfway through the month of January, but that's just what happens. Time keeps marching on. I'm here in my mobile office getting ready to go into my physical office and thinking about some experiences that I had yesterday. Not all of them, just some of them. Yesterday I had the opportunity, I've spent a little while over the last year learning how to be a better marksman. I do that because, not because I'm planning on being the world's greatest hunter or because I want to be the world's greatest warrior or any of those kinds of things, but because I find the challenge interesting and because it's familiar to me, because it's something that I feel that I can do and that I can do fairly well. And so over the last year, working primarily with air guns and air pistols, I have been spending time learning to be a better marksman. I've spent a lot of hours with it. In fact, I was just, right before I recorded this video, I went back and I looked and I realized that this journey began about January 13th last year, when I went with a friend to a shooting range and had an experience where I saw that a lot of the training that I had received when I was younger, a lot of the experience and practice that I'd had with my father really paid off some really good dividends, and I got a fire reignited in me for wanting to do more shooting, and really to find a place where I could compete, where I could have some fun. I'd spent much of the summer learning under some really interesting teachers about different kinds of things that need to be thought about if I'm going to be a precision marksman. I learned about things like weighing my ammunition. One of the people that I talked with said, if you don't know how much your ammunition weighs, you can be off at 100 yards by as much as a quarter of an inch, just because they're a little heavier or a little lighter than you were expecting. And I was like, quarter of an inch at 100 yards? I mean, come on. But when it comes to being precise, when it comes to precision marksmanship, that really makes the difference between winning and not even being in the hunt. I had the opportunity to talk to a gentleman who talked about learning to read temperature downrange. That the air as it heats up can actually impact the flight of a lead projectile, because the air becomes warm enough that it gives them updraft, and that can throw off the flight of the ammunition. I learned about how important it is to know what speed your ammunition is flying at when it leaves the barrel of the weapon, and all of these different kinds of things. When I was younger, the tendency was to learn these things and keep them for myself, hide them away from other people, share them with no one. And that way I would ensure that I stayed the best. Last night, I had the opportunity to sit down with a friend of mine who is just getting into the idea of the precision marksmanship game. Now, granted, he is working with different equipment than I am. He's working with in different classifications than I am. But he is potentially a competitor against me. And I shared with him things that I had learned. For so much of my life, my information, the knowledge that I was gaining it for me. I was gaining it so that I would be better, so that I would be able to do more, so that I would be able to have more of an impact, whatever. It was all very much about me and about what I could do. And last night I spent the better part of an hour sharing with this other individual things that they could benefit from, that I had learned, and sharing with them the same way that it had been shared with me. Is it possible that this could result in me getting beat out of competition by this gentleman? Yeah, it is. There will be some events that we will compete in together, and it's possible. But is it worth it? I think the biggest thing that let me rephrase. The biggest thing that I am trying to learn and manifest in my life is that I learn things not so that I may hold them and do better as a result of them, but so that I may help others speed up the process by which they get to a place where they can make significant contributions as well. That's what it means to be a teacher. That's what it means to be a mentor. That's what my life is really all about. Trying to pass on when people are ready and when people need that information. It's something I'm thinking about, so figured I'd share it here. I hope this has been useful. I think that sharing helps us take steps along the path to progress. I think sharing helps me progress in my life, but it also sets the stage for others to progress as well. Hope this has been useful. If you like it, great. And share it. If you don't, well, try something else another day. In the meantime, this has been The Path to Progress. My name is Todd Wente. Nullum Diem. We'll see you next time.